I had the worst idea pop in my head.
Go, what is it? There's no
My
bad.
brain was instantly like, woof out.
Oh my God. What are we going to call the podcast? We're going to do a podcast.
Yeah.
What should we call it?
I don't know.
I always wanted to call it Mouthful of Marbles because Mum used to say I could talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles.
What do you think about that?
Mouthful of marbles?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound anything K9 related though.
You've got to be our guy behind the screen too, so we can be like, Lockie, ping. We don't know what we're going to call the podcast, but Lockie's going to put something up there.
Put it up there.
And then, yeah. And this is Alyssa. Say hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
Excellent. And we're going to call it, this is K9PT's podcast. We're dog trainers on the Northern Beaches. We've been running for about 2.5 years now and got to a point where social media is one of those things that we're doing. And this is kind of a side project / hobby that we wanted to get distracted from dog training and try. So here it is. It's going to come out hopefully weekly. And we're going to have some guests come on. We're going to talk about dogs and training stuff, lives, us.
I'm going to cook for you.
You're going to cook? I'm going to cook? We'll
You're
cook?
going to cook.
I'm going to cook.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cook. So now it's a dog training cooking podcast. But no, it'll be a bit of fun. So thanks for joining us for our first one. Let's just do who am I? So origin sort of thing. Do you want me to start?
Sure.
Sure, ladies first.
Nah, you go.
Okay.
All sauce.
So my name's Shaun. Been a dog trainer now for coming up 3 years on Sydney's Northern Beaches. Started by myself. Now I run a team of four of you guys.
There's 3 of us.
Three
Four
of you.
including him.
Four including me. 5 if you include the guy behind the camera, which is Lockie. You'll all get to meet him one day, I'm sure. If not, you'll just hear his voice. And then, yeah, so I used to be a chef. Finished school, wanted to be a mechanic, mad petrol head. Got an apprenticeship, quit first week, and went and got straight into hospitality because I'd done hospitality at school and I was a chef for years. Owned and operated, I think, 8 or 9 different venues across the Northern Beaches, and I've worked in probably 20 of them over the years. I've done time on the boats up in the Whitsundays. Seafood was probably my specialty when I was a bit younger, and then obviously once I started owning the restaurants, it went from cooking to management, and then bar operation to host to being like the front man for my last wine bar. We lived through COVID, which was pretty horrific. And then shortly after COVID, I opened a new restaurant and bankrolled everything into that, and it didn't work. So I found myself needing an income. And like most dog trainers, I had just gotten a new dog, which is Wally. You'll meet him at some point. And for those of you that know us already know Wally, and you probably love him because he's the cutest little devil ever. But he turned out to be reactive, and I started working with a trainer. It wasn't too bad, but it did escalate probably through my own fault of bad handling and focusing on obedience and other things and not enough on freedom and socializing and things like that. He ended up being quite reactive. I was working with a trainer, and then that trainer was leaving the area. I won't name drop, but you know who you are, mate. And he actually started me on the journey and said I should study and do this course and that I was good at it. So I did, and I originally thought it started as like a hobby. So I was a hobbyist where it was going to be a backup for, because I still had the restaurant just when I started this. It was kind of dying, but it was going to be, I was getting old and the kids in the hospital industry were getting younger and I was struggling to keep up, and I did my back a couple of years ago, and a bad knee, and I just was struggling doing the 10 to 12 hour shifts on my feet. And dog training was I can work from anywhere, I can work my own hours, and it'll be a nice sort of thing to do as like a retirement gig sort of thing. So I started to study as like a hobbyist, and then sure enough, the restaurant went broke like 3 months later, and I was like, shit, I've got no other income except for dog training, and at that point I was doing it for free. So I then recalled all the people that I was training for free and was like, hey, I need to start charging for this. And 2-3 years later, 4 staff, 2 vans, over 400 dogs, or 400 active clients, I guess. Heaps of good reviews, testimonials. We do group classes, we do one-on-one training. I've mentored the girls into being good trainers and doing online courses. Lucky enough to be part of a mentorship program with Big JM. We won't mention him yet. Hopefully he'll come on a podcast later. And it's been a trip. So there's a lot more to discuss in there, but I think that's another episode when I talk about starting positive training and learning punishment and having trauma with that, social anxiety and being accepted into the world. And, dog training world can be quite toxic. There's very, we won't dive into that too much. I think it was one of the big warnings when people said I was going to be a dog trainer. A lot of my friends were like, dude, careful, it's a fucking toxic industry. But I had something that I wanted to bring to it, and I think I've pretty successfully done that. And we'll touch on all those things as we go. But that's me. Yeah, I've got a blue heeler, Wally, who's 4, and I've got a part-time Kelpie who's a friend of mine's dog, but she lives with me, Cedar, and she's a working line Kelpie. She's beautiful, and I've had a dachshund for about 6 months, but he was a part-time loan. He was a lone dachshund, and I miss him so much, and I want to get another one. So if anybody out there's got a rescue dachshund they want to palm off to me, I'm considering it after my trip to the UK, adding a 3rd dog to the pack, because I don't have enough drama in my life. I might as well add one of those psycho little turds. But yeah, and I've got a cat, and no doubt we're sitting in my yard at the moment, so no doubt throughout these episodes you may see a dog jump on the table or the cat come up and say hi and things like that. But that's my origin story. I don't think there's anything else I need to add in there. I think that's pretty good. Cool. What's your story?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine kind of started because of you, to be fair.
Hooked another one.
Yeah. Now I was working in a doggy daycare for like nearly 2 years, and you had, what is it? I can't remember, what's that that dog marketplace that was set up? It was that
Street Paws.
Yeah, Street Paws.
Yeah, that thing they did on the beaches.
You
Street
came
Paws. Yep.
strutting on in while we were doing a stall.
Yep.
And both myself and mainly my boss had a very extremely reactive rescue staffy, and you very like, call me.
Oh, that was at Mona Pub. Yeah, I slipped you a card.
He did. He's very sleazy that way. You're just like, go on.
Yeah.
Give me a bell.
Well, you got to get business. You got to drum up business.
Yeah. So anyway, he drummed up business with my boss, and they became quite good friends. And over the course of
still friends.
Yeah. I say became quite good friends.
Went to their engagement the other week.
Yeah. Long story short, he appeared in my life, and I had quite the terrible twosome.
You tell us who they are.
Yeah, I've got a blue heeler as well, Banjo. He's much bigger and prettier.
Hey, whoa, come on. Let's not flex. Let's not flex about who's got the better dog here.
You can compare them.
Yeah. It's another episode.
Yeah, but he is quite an awkward puppy when it comes to other dogs. And then I've got my chunky monkey, Lexi, who's a Kelpie Cross Coolie. She's just Lexi, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
She's a good girl, but she's also a very kind of girl.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. She's very much in, I do what I want to do, Mum.
Yeah. So you got a business card and we're like, I need to do what that guy does.
No, I looked at your prices and I was like, fuck that, because I was so poor. I was working full-time at doggy daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't have much money from that.
Yep.
But anyway, no, I did my back. I hurt my ribs or something at the daycare.
Yep.
And then...
Well, you did my puppy class.
I did your puppy class.
Or after puppy school, wasn't it? We did it after puppy school and you...
He attempted a puppy class, and everyone that came were people with adult dogs that had problems.
Reactivity. We'd end up being a reactivity group. It was one of my first attempts at doing a group class.
Yeah. But anyway, I convinced my dad to do that with Lexi because she was a massive lead puller. Like Lily would just chug.
Freight train.
Yeah, freight train me down the road. I was very over it. But yeah, so she passed that. She was very good. She's pretty good on a lead now.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What then we did? What did I do? That's it, yeah. No, what kind of happened?
You were doing nothing.
I was doing nothing. I broke my back. And the doctors were like,
help.
Yeah. So I quit because the doctors were like, you could have a potentially like year of recovery ahead of you.
Yeah. So I checked with Bridget first and was like, is Alyssa coming back? And she was like, I don't think so. And then I said to her, do you mind if I reach out and offer you a job?
Yeah, which is funny because this is a bit woo-woo, but my sister is very into all that kind of stuff. And she was like, you're going to be offered like an opportunity like
Oh, that's right.
very soon. And like 2 hours after she did her reading, Shaun messaged me being like, "Do you want a job?" I was like, "It happened." So yeah.
Calling it. And then you've been with us for a little over a year.
Yeah. I did study. I'm
Just finishing.
Yeah, just finishing with the Austins.
Yep.
Pretty cool people.
Yep. And you're doing all of JM's online mentorship.
Yes.
And what else?
I did a bit of Ryan Tate while I was waiting to do the
Oh, you did.
Austins
Yeah,
course.
you did his online stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're now, like Alyssa, so when I brought Alyssa on, she was my second employee. My first employee was Loz. I'm sure you'll meet her. You guys will talk about her. You might not meet her. She's hard to get on camera. She's hard to get in person. She shows up to work every day. Don't stress about that. She's just a bit of a myth when you try and hang out with her.
She's a very smart girl who's doing a very hard uni degree.
True. She's busy.
Yeah.
So Alyssa was my second, and I was pushing for a full-time, like somebody else to bring into the company and invest it. And I've always set up things when I build a company to vest people in it. So I brought Alyssa on with like a plan and to bring her in as part of the team and make it worth her while, obviously, and you know, part of the family now. But Alyssa rode shotgun for 6 months.
Like 6 months.
Almost 6 months.
Yeah.
Every day in a car with me, which must have been horrific.
It was kind of sad when I left, to be honest.
It's lonely, isn't it? Yeah. You spend 6 months working day to day with somebody 5 days a week, chatting all the day in the car, and then the next week they're not there. It's lonely.
Yeah. No, my parents felt I kept calling them in between like car breaks in the drive-through, and they're like, "Are you right?" I'm like, "I just don't have anyone to talk to."
Yeah. Dog training can be lonely, but yeah, 6 months, and now you're out on your own, and you've like starting this year, you're going to be taking on your own clients from go to woe. So you'll be now Alyssa can field her own inquiries, book her own sessions, charge out her own packages, and you're working, I think, 30. You average about 32, and I think the most you've ever booked out's 39 dogs in a week, which is that's touching a lot of dogs. Like you get real good when you're playing with that many dogs a week. It's hard too. Like I don't think anybody should do that many dogs. I think six dogs, 5 or 6
Your
dogs a day is a
brain's,
lot.
Fried by the end of it.
Yeah, it's a mental strain as well as a physical. But yeah, I mean, I'm so glad that you're here. Like none of this would be possible, and the company wouldn't be what it is without you. So Alyssa's my left-hand girl. Anyway, that's episode 1, guys. Give us a like and follow. Give us a chat in the comments if you want. I'll try and read them. Where are putting this? It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on YouTube.
You'll probably see
some shorts on Instagram. I'm sure if you want to give us a follow, it's K_9_PT. And yeah, we're going to be back. We're going to do we've got guests coming all year, and then we're doing basically like a timeline from getting a dog and everything that you would deal with from go to woe in a year of owning a new puppy.
We might even get a new dog just to show you guys.
I wouldn't mind a puppy. Sausage dog?
Okay.
Say bye. You didn't say bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
I thought we should just bye.
Bye. Okay, what do you want to say?
I had the worst idea pop in my head.
Go, what is it? There's no bad.
My brain was instantly like, woof out.
Oh my God. Catch ya.
Bye.
See ya. Woof out.